like to keep it clean. No prying eyes to keep you honest. What do you hide when you hide with me? If you think you're clever, then you've never weathered anyone like me. I've been training all my life. Guess your number's not right. Cause when she calls mine, I'm not gonna lie. Those pretty eyes, are you scared now? You can't erase all the things you've seen. Do you like my shows and all my monsters? Now you're my latest favorite thing. Do you wanna play misbehave? Say the ways you plan to hurt me, abuse and drain me dry. Now you wanna know if you'll make it out alive. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Don't you want my affection? I thought you said you were mine. Won't you join my collection? La, you'll be fine. Oops. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the TTRPG Theater. I am your friendly host, the one known as Phantom NJ, also known as Rob. Call me either. I will answer to both. And I need to make sure that I've got things muted so that I don't start hearing myself if certain things happen. I don't know. But let's see. So yeah, this evening I didn't stream last week because I was really tired. Was kind of burnt out a bit, and I honestly didn't know what the hell I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I kind of took a week off. However, this week I am back, and we've got a stream of random topics today, and I do believe I do have a raid incoming shortly, so I'm probably going to be repeating a lot of this over and again. Good times, no problem. I am hoping that my audio sounds clear, because that is always a fun part of my week, trying to figure out, where my microphone volume is at any given time, because you can tell this is a professional, stream here. We take things very seriously until we don't, which is all the time. Wow. All right. So let's see. As I mentioned, we do have some random topics. We can talk about pretty much anything you want. And here they come. Welcome, Troll Lord Games. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Commander Pete, good to see you. Crane Wrights, Grace, good to see you. And Chris. Yeah, so we're just getting started here. Have not done, spoken much at all. Touch Vivo, good to see you. Thank you so much for hanging in. Willie the Rat. So yeah, we're kind of all over the place tonight. You have been delivered. Lord Kazumba. There we go. One of the things I will be doing tonight, Jet, is I will be doing a little bit of entering stuff for Virtual Greyhawk Con, because Virtual Greyhawk Con is coming up a hell of a lot faster than one would like. Well, actually, I'm excited for it. I'm just not ready for it. Let's be perfectly honest here. I need to come up with a bunch of stuff, including I'm going to have one game that is going to go 6 hours long, because that is how long my player group, for this first start of my Embers of Empire campaign started at Virtual Greyhawk Con last year. They were the first group to go, and they've decided that they want to be part of an extra long session. It will be Saturday. It'll be Saturday. I believe we're going from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, I've got a general idea of what I want to do with them. But yeah, I need to put some other games in, because, with the exception of one particular game that I want to try to get in, I am going to be, running CNC. So all of you, all of you people from Troller Games, if you're looking to play some Castle and Crusades in a virtual convention environment, we've got the link right in the chat for Virtual Greyhawk Con 5. There will be, other games being run in other rule sets. I imagine that the trolls themselves will probably be running some games, as they normally do. And so, there will be CNC available that weekend. It is, it's all of $5 for the badge, plus I think it's like $1.32, whatever service charge tabletop events charges that, we can't do anything about it, some nominal fee, but really, honestly, it is all of, $6 and change. And you can sign up for as many games. We're not charging, we're not one of these silly cons that decides to charge for the individual tickets. It's the one charge, get in, sign up for the games that you want. I don't remember. I know there's a bit of a pushback as far as when those, the games are opening up. And, yeah, so really, honestly, if you want to play in some CNC, it's a great weekend to do it. I will be running games. All right, so we're doing a week from Saturday is when tickets are going to open up. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so, if you've on the Saturday of Labor Day weekend will be the day that you can, sign up for individual games, but badges are available now. We don't have I don't think we have a limit on badges. I think, honestly, really the only thing holding us back is the number of games entered, which means one of the reasons why I need to get off my ass and do it. So, we're going to be talking about, lots of different things tonight, but I do have some games to enter, because there are actually two conventions that I need to, get myself in gear on. First one, obviously the one coming up is Virtual Greyhawk Con 2024. Jay, I'm not running any games at Page. I want to, for the first page, I just signed up to play because I want to get a feel for the convention. I will admit I am still, yes, nice. I've gotten in for Puppets and the BattleTech game, right? I think. Oh, yes. Lucidios, thank you. We do have, we do have a raffle going. It is, for a $10 digital gift card for Troller Games. So, and $10 towards any digital product, exclamation point ticket, to enter into the raffle. But yeah, I'm excited for Page. I'm not a little, I'm pretty annoyed at their charging per session. I think it's, I just, I didn't like it when I found out that Gen Con did it, and it kind of boggled my mind that they were charging the price that they do, especially since the benefit for the GMs is like nonsense. I don't understand a con that they're only doing their second time and they see fit to start charging for individual events as if there's some big name con somewhere. I understand it's a small nominal fee. It's $2, but now you're making it so that I'm going to be very, very discerning as to what I'm signing up for. Where, yeah, I understand that. I really, if Ron happened to be watching, I would tell him straight to his face, I think it's nonsense. I'm not, it's one of those things where I've got some pet peeves, and that's one of them, because what you're doing is you're basically making it harder for the various GMs who want to run stuff, because now, $2 may not seem like much, but when, you're trying to figure out what you're spending your money on, and you're already spending it on, you've already spent the money on the badge, which the badge is not cheap. It isn't like they charge $10 to enter and then, $2 or whatever for every game you run. The badge itself, was pretty expensive. And I'm lucky. I'm still going to be staying somewhere in the Philadelphia area that weekend to make my life easier. But, I theoretically, if I was, if I had completely lost my mind, could travel to and from the con each day. I live about an hour and 40 minutes away. Especially on a weekend, I could probably do that, but I'm not going to. I'll treat myself to the weekend. But imagine people who are coming from elsewhere who are paying all this money. They pay their money for the badge, pay their money for it, and then they're getting dinged on each session. Come on, what are you doing? It's just really, it just gives me X. I'm doing it. I'm mostly going down there because there's going to be a lot of people I know. It's my favorite reason for going to GaryCon each year. Besides GaryCon just being a cool thing, the fact that I know so many people are there is just awesome. But GaryCon, as expensive as the badges and it is for staying there, you're not getting dinged on that kind of stuff. You go there and you play as much as you want to, and you get as immersed as much as you want to that week. Oh man, that's going to be. Tim going to be, I'm assuming Tim's going to be at Page, right? Or is he coming to GaryCon too? Because that's going to be wild. Oh, man. All right. He's DMing at Page. I might have to see whether or not I have space, whether his game is filled up or not. Probably has, but Bill's coming to Gary. Oh, well, first of all, it'd be really, really cool to meet Bill at Page, and then, see him at GaryCon. That's going to be awesome. Man, Pete, yeah, GaryCon's just it's a great weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy that it's just the one weekend this year, because Founders and Legends and GaryCon, even with the couple of days in between, that was a lot, and it's one of those things where you're just trying to conserve energy, because I can't, not that young anymore, can't just trying to get through that week and not completely burn myself out. But still, it's like, I know, I'm taking rest, and I know that I'm resting up so that, I can be very present and enjoy the sessions and things that I'm doing. But then you see pictures and things that people are doing while you're resting. It's like, damn it, I wish I was there, but I know I need to rest. And it's like, but enough of that. What else? While we're looking at this and the setting up for putting stuff in, so let's do this. There are other things to talk about. I don't even remember what I put. Talking about campaign planning, like I said, the campaign actually kicked off at last Virtual Greyhawk Con. We did have some events at GaryCon. The one group is now gained. I think everyone's gained at least one, if not two levels in the first group. They've gotten, they've gotten some power. So we're going to be kicking things up a bit. So let's go to Virtual GreyhawkCon first. And let's get that first event in. And you get to see how those of you who have not created one of these before. New submission, event type, going to be RPG. Oh, actually, Trollord Games Endless Worlds. Oh man. By the way, Jay, no to what? Chuck remove. Oh, okay. Just RPG. All right, that's fine. Oh, that's right, because they're revising, revamping the whole thing again. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I can do that. This one's going to be called When the Levee Breaks. Yep, it definitely is Zeppelin themed. I am not going through and trying to make sure that these are all Zeppelin themed because that might that might get a little tricky. This one has a very, very important thing. So let's see. I don't really have a more information URL. But this one is for Saturday starting at 11 a.m. I don't really have an alternate start time. I mean, I guess Saturday at 12 p.m., but really, it is 6 hours. Max tickets, it would really help if I could remember exactly. I think there are currently 6 people in this party. 3, 4. Yeah, no, okay. That's right. There are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we will have 6. All right. Rule set. Castles and Crusades. Game platform. Yeah, we're gonna call it Alba Rodeo for now, because that's probably what's gonna be. Media platform will be Zoom. Live streamed, yes. Live stream channel, we put in the entire let me just check out Lauren Dawn, thank you. Yeah, I can talk. I will verify. You are entered. I need to find a way to make this thing send a message saying that. I don't know why it doesn't send a message saying you're entered. It used to. I thought it did, but all right. And this particular session is specifically for my campaign group. And that particular campaign group is the Righteous Hands. So we'll leave that at that for now. And create. Jay, did you have a particular session that you needed? I don't know if you're still there, but did you have a particular session that you needed me to? Oh, Adrian. This one has 6. Because this is specifically for this particular one is for my my campaign group. Which the one I particularly mentioned, filling them in once it's possible. I do plan on running more. As a matter of fact, I'm going to run one on Friday morning at 10 a.m. For this particular one, yeah, there's no open signups. The only reason I didn't want to put it at 0 is because, well, let's put it this way. If any of them can't make it, I will keep it open so people can join. But the problem is I want to make sure that their people are added to the game so that it shows up on their schedule, because if I don't have them added to that particular session, I know what's going to happen is they're going to accidentally sign themselves up for something else at the same time. All right, you want me to put it 1, and are we able to add them to it then at some point? Okay, cool. So let me put it at 1. All right, cool. All set. Will do. I have a few that I know are confirmed. There's a couple that have been kind of quiet lately. I just need to find out from them, but I think I have at least 3 or 4 who are absolutely confirmed. All right, so let's see. New submission. Maybe. Actually, honestly, the one person I'm worried about right now is Antiquitous, because I know life has been really busy for him. But Doc Shoulder, Dirty Dwarf, Yoav, and Chris have GDTRP something in 1995. I think all 4 of those I believe are good. They were in on the discussion as far as when we were doing this. Honestly, I think it's Antiquitous and one other person that I'm not 100 sure percent. Oh, actually, no, I think Asher is also good on the 6 hours. If I end up needing one person, that ends up being fine. All right, so let's see. Let's do another one. This one is going to be called Embers of Empire on the Rocks. And maybe oh boy. I just realized that I was going to run this, and then it's a little too similar to something that I just ran. Huh. Pirates, Privateers. There we go. All right, that's Sadness. Awesome, thank you. So let's see what besides, like I said, I'm getting some stuff ready for Virtual Grey Con. Um, one thing that I did want to do is I did want to talk about other stuff while we're doing this. So, you can sit here and watch. I mean, if you're really enthused and you just want to watch me go through putting the stuff together, actually, if you've got adventure ideas or even just titles, adventure titles, and don't get really silly with it. If you've got adventure titles and something that you don't even have to have an idea behind it, but just something that sounds like there might be a good story behind it. I'm up for ideas. I end up basically coming up with these titles and then doing an adventure to suit. And I know that sounds kind of weird, possibly. But in the meantime, so one of the conversations that was having recently, we were there's a conversation about as far as like treasure, and we had a discussion a few weeks back with regards to treasure hoards and such. And one of the interesting things that I found recently was the conversation as far as people rolling treasure on treasure tables. And I like the idea of treasure tables. I think treasure tables are a good thing. I want to be really clear about that. I am all for treasure tables. I do think that sometimes people will become a little too beholden to them. Because the way I look at it, treasure tables are one of those things where you need to have a little bit of common sense to it. And when I say common sense, I'm not suggesting that the treasure tables that the treasure table that you're looking at is wrong. I think there is some of the tools. One of the things I've noticed is like some of the treasure tables, and I think CNC is this way. A lot of the treasure tables don't necessarily distinguish finding like whatever it is whatever mob you're looking for the treasure from, whether they were on their own, like out in the wild, versus you finding their lair. And I don't know if the default is assumed to be that you're taking the treasure from their lair, where depending on what it is, they might, if it's like a band of goblins or orcs or such, they might have accumulated stuff over time, and that's perfectly fine. That's depending on how long they were present, there's a lot of possibilities for what what the party might find. If you're finding said goblins out on their own, chances are their treasure that they're going to have on them is going to be limited to whatever coins. Thank you so much, Shay. I believe we'll be seeing you in what, a half hour or so, or 15 minutes or such. I know as far as events, you have another session tonight, correct? Starting at 7:30. All right, cool. We will be raiding into Lord Gazumba, and whenever we finish up here. So next session, also CNC. When am I running for Virtual Greyhawk Con? Chuck, I am running a bunch of games for Virtual Greyhawk Con. I am running one at 10 a.m. on Friday morning. I may be running another one on Friday afternoon. There's a game that I'm hoping to get into on Friday night, and if I'm not able to get into it, I'll take a break. I might run a game late on Friday night. I'm tempted to run a late night game because because of the fact that I'm able to do it. But beyond that, the more games that I can run, the better. Oh, hell yeah. It's been far too long since you played in one of my games, Chuck. Plus, yeah, you get to be part of the campaign because they're all part of the campaign. Every single one of them. All right. Yep. Okay. Pete, I think it didn't do anything because I might have it set to moderator, and also I just did the TLJ, so it might be on a timeout as well. I appreciate it though. All right, so I need to come up with more detail for these adventures, but for now, you know, so that would be from 10 to 2. I could do 3 to 7. This one is going to involve a party of one of the NPCs, group of NPCs that have been part of the game already. So looking forward to this. That's going to start at 3. I can push it back, but I'd rather not have to do it at 4. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess if I push it to 4, I just have to make sure it ends at time. And all right. Now as far as Saturday, I'm running from 6 hours. I want to run something Saturday night. Oh, the naval adventure is going to be somewhere around level 5. It's got. I need to create the pre-gens. I'm going to fill in more details for these in a bit, but all these are probably going to be somewhere in the area of level 5. I mean, it depends on. I think I'm going with like 9,000 XP. So it's going to be a matter of where that falls on their experience point, on their leveling table. Saturday night. What do I want to do with Saturday night? Armin, good to see you. I am entering my adventures for virtual Greyhawk Con, my friend. Armin, your channel is your name, right? Aha, there we go. Yeah, I am. It was great to see you at Gary Con. Very good. It was great to actually meet you in person. We had some fun playing Shadow Dark together. But yeah, no, I'm getting these sessions in for VGHC, which is coming up in October. And let me pop that up again for those of you who just came in. I hear you there. This year there's only one game that I'm trying to get into as a player. I've decided that this year that I'm going to overload on running games and just go that route because I want more. I want to get more people playing. I want to have more CNC available for people to play, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. I've had a lot of fun over the years playing in other people's games. All right, Jade, thanks a lot. We will see you soon. We'll be rating into you when we're done. I appreciate that. Um, all right, yeah, really helps when you know someone. Oh man. I was kind of laughing at the discussion of party splitting on the Troll Lord, the Troll Lord stream just before this one, and most of you came in on. And the thought occurred to me is like, I don't try to split the party. I mean, I go out of my way to try to avoid splitting the party. Um, Sometimes the party splits itself. A2 tonight. Ooh. I've had that for the longest time. I've not run any of them. I don't know why. It just I guess it's one of the things that I bought the A1 through 4 super module, but never actually tried to run any of them, which is kind of funny because then I bought the Carlos's adventures that take place after it. Yeah, you got a little split. There was a bit, there was a bit of a split there. Oh man, I think the funniest split was, I was running a game for my Friday Night Crusades campaign in Discord a couple of years ago, and the party didn't split into two; they split into three and nearly into four. There was 9 people, and they were like going around in like groups of 2 and 3, and the fact that they all lived is something of a minor miracle because it was really not the best place. Yeah, chasing the baddie, splitting up to chase the baddie is not necessarily a bad thing if you have a pretty good idea of why you're doing it, but I think splitting the party is something that works a lot better if it's an in-person game. Because, when we had a split the party in-person game, normally the other, the people who were not involved, as long as they were okay with, not metagaming, not using the things that they were hearing while at the table, they were welcome to stay at the table. If not, it was a good time for them to stretch, get up, go take a quick walk, go get some snacks, check their phones, whatever. Well, I mean, back then we really didn't have phones to check, but take a breather and just get up for a bit. It doesn't work as well in a game played online. It's a little more difficult. Especially if it's a heavy role play thing, because then you're stuck watching the other group, role playing, and that can go on for a while, and it's hard. It's one thing when there's combat going on and you have like natural breaks in the action. But finding spots like in a role play thing, to switch between the two is a lot trickier, and it's not my favorite thing to do. All right, something, I've got these 3 in for now. What I want to do, because I need to get them in there, is we're going to go back to my list, and we're going to go to Gary. It is all part of the same campaign, Armin. I need to take a look. As a matter of fact, I need to basically. Do you still have your character from Gary Con? Oh, wait a second. Did you play in one of my scheduled games, or were you just in the game, or were you in the game with the Guild Superior group that I ran in the hall, or both? All right. You still have your character for that game? Yeah. Do me a favor. If you have that character and you want to play, um, and you're interested in playing, I'm happy to have you still play that character. I would love for you to meet, for because I didn't keep the details of the NPC of the PCs that I created, which is probably something I should have thought about. All right, yeah, send me the details on the character, and I'll figure out, because I would love to have, I'd love for you, if you want to run or play in one of the games, I'd love for you to use your character. You're absolutely more than welcome to do so. They are all part of the same campaign. And now that I think about it, yes, there will be from the Gary Con game, there will be at least one of the sessions is going to have ties in to what happened at Gary Con. Because there were the three scheduled sessions I ran were all part of one long adventure. And they all tied into some political machinations that were occurring. All right, excellent. Let's see. So for GaryCon, I need to submit event. Why can't I submit it? There we go. All right. Awesome. Warp 3K, thank you for entering the giveaway. We do have a giveaway for the $10 coupon towards any Trollord Games digital product. And right now we've got actually a pretty good number of signups for once. I like this. Yeah, we've got 6 people signed up. Exclamation point ticket to enter. And we will, we'll do that right before. Listen. I completely understand. It was fantastic, getting to meet you there. And I will see you hopefully in 2026. All right. So let's see. We need submission, event type, RPG. Ooh. All right. So we want to do this Thursday at 9 a.m. Alternatively, Thursday at 8 a.m., which I kind of nuts, but I'd rather it start earlier than later. Duration is going to be 4 hours. 6 tickets. Let's go teen plus. Game system. Castles and Crusades. No experience needed. Huh. I love when I need to come up with names for adventures. This one will be Friday at 9 a.m. Friday at 8 a.m. I'm really going to hate that. Please do not make me go that route, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Doc. Good to see you, sir. Uh, I have Doc. I have the event scheduled for Virtual GreyhawkCon, the 6-hour game. Jay is going to help me get everybody into the session when the time comes, so that it appears on your calendar. So if you haven't bought your badge already for Virtual GreyhawkCon, please do so. And this one will be Saturday. I am Saturday at 4 hours, 6 people. All right. Excellent. So I've got my game scheduled for GaryCon. I need to put in more details, but at least they are there. As you can see, I've got everything labeled with Embers of Empire because that is the name of my campaign in the world of Greyhawk, currently in the Kingdom of Nyrond. There's stuff that'll be happening in the surrounding area. Doc, the adventure for Virtual GreyhawkCon is called When the Levee Breaks. As you can imagine, things will be happening over the 6 hours. Should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I actually have a couple other games scheduled for Virtual GreyhawkCon. I do need to schedule more. I just haven't decided what time I want to run. Yeah, yep, nope. Jay picked up on that as well. that part was kind of intentional because it's I mean, the name of the song is just awesome. It's like, all right, yeah. And it kind of has that feel that you want for the session that I have in mind. Oh man, I do love it when my dog stares at me and basically just sits there because I know he wants to go, he wants to go out. His tummy's bothering him a little. So he probably wants to go out and eat some more grass. It is good D&D music. If only I didn't, if only there wasn't an issue with having it on stream while I was playing, I would definitely have that on in the background, but can't really do that these days. All right, Jay has gone live. So yeah, again, for those of you who've been with us, please, if you have not already, sign up for Virtual Greyhawk Con. It's $5 for the badge, plus a dollar something, $1.32 or whatever it is, for the service charge that they tack on. But you can sign up for as many games as you want over that weekend. The individual game tickets will be going on sale a week from Saturday, according to Lord Gazumba. There's going to be, let's put it this way, there's going to be a bunch of CNC. There's going to be all different kinds of game systems. There's probably going to be some 1E, possibly some 2E, a few sessions in 5E if that's your thing. It's all going to be set in the world of Greyhawk. You're more, we love seeing all the people playing. Some games will be streamed, some will not. So where's the UK Dragon Con, Pete, and when is that held? Because that sounds intriguing. Is that held in London by chance? Because if that's held in London, then now I suddenly have a new goal. Because I've got a place to stay in London. Dragon meat, okay. Where is Dragon meat held? Huh. Oh yeah, no, Doc. The 6-hour stream game is going to be streamed. Pete, if you want, you can send me a Discord message, and I can put in, if that was a URL, I can put in the URL into the chat for you. But yeah, no, the 6 hours will be streamed. We'll take breaks because I want to get you guys available for like hero points and special hero points and all that goodness, because it'll probably be very useful. Huh. All right. I will have to check. Yeah, I will definitely need to check that out. All right. In any case, yeah, we've been, it's going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to, VGHD. I'm looking forward to GaryCon. I think I need to get one more session with one of my other groups set up to run before Virtual Greyhawk Con, because they've been kind of waiting and they've been telling me that they want to play a game, and I've just been like trying to keep my head above water a bit and get some schedule. But my group, the Flashbangs, I don't know if you heard that. That was my dog making noise. They want to play something, so I need to get them set up as well. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. It's been really, really cool to see everyone. Been nice to see the chat scrolling by and people talking. Really appreciate it. And let's get let's give it another minute. And I will close the giveaway at that point. The giveaway is for a $10 digital gift, $10 gift card towards any Trollord Games digital product directly from their website. All right, Commander Pete, you are entered. And again, I need to figure out why this thing is suddenly deciding not to tell people that they're entered. All right, Armin, awesome. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so if anyone else wants to enter. All right. In the meantime, let me get this raid set up. Once more, I want to thank our sponsors, Troller Games, for sponsoring this channel, for creating Castles and Crusades and amazing adventures, and just being a really cool group of people to hang out with. It's always a lot of fun hanging out with the Troll Lords at GaryCon, and always look forward to seeing them. Chuck, can't wait to have you playing in one of my games again. That's going to be awesome. I know I bug you people incessantly. So I appreciate your patience with me when I get on one of my little rants, but oh man, I think I can do one Sunday, because Sundays have suddenly opened up a bit, but that's a different story. All right, let's see. Let's close the giveaway and draw a winner. All right, Commander Pete, congratulations. Do me a favor, if you can, hit me up in Discord, and I will get you the code. And let us raid Lord Gazum, if everyone can hang out while I set up that raid. It helps if I actually spell the name correctly. Aha. All right, everybody, we will see you next week. I know next week is heading into Labor Day weekend, but I hope everyone has a great weekend this weekend, and I will see you next week. 19 viewers. That is awesome. Everybody get your raid emotes ready, and I will see you on the flip side. Thanks all.